Alright guys, so welcome back to another fanfiction idea, and this time around we're going to do another WordGirl crossover with another tokusatsu property. I've done Godzilla, I did Mothra, and now we're going to do a really fun one, and that is a crossover with Ultraman. I figured since Ultraman's been getting a lot of hype, obviously with the new Shin Ultraman movie in the Marvel Comics and soon to cross over with the Marvel Universe itself, we also have... we have like a new movie coming to Netflix that's going to be done by animators from Laika Studios. I don't know if it's going to be stop motion. I don't think it is, but it's going to be very much... I understand it's going to be more in the style of like the animation of Into the Spider-Verse, which is perfect for an Ultraman cartoon or an Ultraman animated movie. And of course we have the Ultraman anime. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's we've been getting anyone else notice that we've had like this massive influx of Ultraman stuff? And I'm not talking like just Shin Ultraman, like it's been going on since 2020, since the 2020 started. Ultraman has suddenly like kicked open the door and went, Shuacha! It's literally like if like Subaraya decided, you know what, Godzilla, Toho and Godzilla have been making a lot of noise. It's my turn. Meanwhile, you got Katakawa over there like, that's fine. We don't have a major kaiju property, and Gamera's just in there crying in the corner. Yeah. So anyway, let's get started with this crossover. So this story basically begins with basically Dr. Two Brains has created a new cheese locator device that will literally beam cheese from across the planet to him for him to consume. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a problem. It didn't grab cheese, it grabbed something else. Because he aims it, he's like, I'll do a test run. Like, I always wanted to try Japanese cheese. I always heard it's like a more tangy taste. So he aims it, and what he does, instead of teleporting cheese, he accidentally teleports several kaiju from Japan to Fair City. And I'm talking like Gomora, Ella King, Red King, Gomas, Baltan, all like the classic monsters. Jiras and a lot of like major Ultraman monsters. So the monsters arrive, and he's like, well, how did it go from cheese to, like, even WordGirl shows up and even like questions Two Brains, like, how did you mix cheese with kaiju? Like, how did you how did you confuse the two? How did it work? He's like, I forgot to carry the Y. And you're thinking, well, this is stupid. Why would it go, like, that's the question you'd probably be asking yourselves, like, why would it be kaiju and not cheese? Like, why would it? Because A, this show works on insanity, and two, you admit it, if this was an actual episode, that's exactly how it would go. Because this show just, logic goes right out the window with this show. Like, if you're trying to find logic in this show at all, this show laughs in your face. Like, WordGirl laughs in your face and says, we're going on our merry way. So yes, I embraced the insanity of WordGirl and said, instead of cheese, he just brings kaiju over. So the kaiju from WordGirl just start tearing across the city. Like, they are just completely decimating the city. And WordGirl and Huggy Face are trying their best to fight them, but and she is doing a good job at it. Like, she is holding her own against a lot of the monsters. But the problem is that the monsters are too many. Like, there's too many of them, and they're actually wrecking stuff. Even the supervillains join in to help battle the Ultraman monsters. But it's very clear that they need help. Like, it's becoming very obvious that even everyone, from heroes and villains alike and citizens, try to fight the monsters. They can't do it. Like, they just simply cannot defeat the hordes of the kaiju. So they need extra help. So WordGirl is immediately like, we need Ultraman. The only person who can help, the only person who could really help in this situation right now is Ultraman. We need Ultraman. So she flies she tells Huggy, I need you to hold down the fort. I need you to hold down the fort for a few minutes. I need to go to Japan. be right back. And Huggy's like, do what? You want me to? Okay. All right, I guess I'll die. So WordGirl blasts over to Japan, and she goes right to the Science Patrol, and she tells them like, guys, hi, I'm WordGirl. I need your help. Do you guys always show up when Ultraman is, or like Ultraman? You guys know Ultraman, right? Can you guys help me out find him? I need you to help me find Ultraman. And Hayata's there, and he's like, yeah, we know Ultraman. Hayata's like, yeah, we can totally help you find Ultraman. We can totally help you come get Ultraman. It's just give me a minute. So they summon so Hayata uses the power to become Ultraman, and WordGirl's like, Ultraman, listen, I need your help. My city is under attack by several of your monsters. I need you to help me, come with me to Fair City to fight the hordes of evil. And Ultraman's like, So her and Ultraman rocket off back to Fair City to battle the monster horde. And when Ultraman, back with Fair City, the city is just getting torn apart. Everyone is getting torn apart. Like, you have Birthday Girl trying to fight some of the monsters. Tiffany, the energy monster, is just trying her best. And even Toby and his robots are also trying to mitigate the damage and battle the robots battle the monsters as well. But they're not doing so hot because, yeah, these are battle-hardened kaiju who battles one of the most powerful beings in the universe. They're a little... they're a bit used to this. Also, the monsters are working together. They're like Gomora, Gomas, all of them are all working together, and basically they're tag teaming in. And the villains are having trouble because they don't normally work together a lot. So they're like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing. It'd be great if WordGirl showed up with the help. So Toby's actually about to be stepped on by Gomora, and then out of nowhere he hears Suacha, and Gomora gets struck in the back, and the monsters turn around, are like, oh, and it's Ultraman with WordGirl at his side. So WordGirl and Ultraman join forces to fight off the monster horde that is plaguing the city. And I want to have some fun tandems, not only is it WordGirl with Ultraman, because even those two together wouldn't be able to fight all these monsters, they also have the other villains with them as well. Even Dr. Two Brains unleashes Shizotron 5000, which is this huge robot rat he wanted to use to fight WordGirl, but he's like, I'm doing this now. So they basically unite all the forces and drive the monsters out of the city. By this point, monsters get driven out, and Ultraman standing before everyone is like, And WordGirl's like, hey, listen, Ultraman, I know you don't talk a lot, but it's cool. It was great working with you. It's kind of cool to team up with another alien. I'm kind of usually by myself here with the monkey. And Ultraman just goes and flies off. Flies back to Japan. So there you go, your typical team-up kind of story. I was going to think about doing a versus, but I was like, I did 2 verses already, but yeah. So you kind of realize if I do this again, you probably know who's going to be next on the WordGirl Tokusatsu team-up. You probably can already guess who that's going to be. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this story? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. As always, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon for exclusive content. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.